Hey there everyone, Bhavin here, back again with another video. In this video we are going to start a new web series on Ionic 4 frameworks. Inside this web series that we are going to learn super cool applications using the Ionic 4 frameworks. And for that, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, then press the subscribe button and hit the notifications icon that you haven't missed any kind of the notifications from our channel, right? So let's start about Ionic frameworks and what are the Ionic and what are the advantage of the Ionic and why the developer and the most community are more active about the Ionic frameworks, and what are the advantage that we can reduce our code size and reduce our pricing as well for creating a super cool Android and iOS application. So let's stay tuned with me. I'll be showing you each and every things that required for making this super cool application from beginning to advanced, right? So before that, we just take a look before short introductions of Ionic frameworks, and that's what advanced that they provided, right? So first of all, we're just going to do that. The Ionic is used for the creating a mobile application as well as the desktops and other kind of the applications. You can also develop, like you can browser based website if you want to develop a web applications, progressive web app, and your mobile applications like Android, iOS, and desktop applications for your Windows and Mac. So everywhere you can use Ionic, right? So let's stay tuned with the feature of it. You can see that the Ionic has a very super cool website over there. Each and every frameworks and the releases are updated with this website. So you can take a look at its very cool design frameworks. You can see the demo of Ionic components that use of it, right? And you can see that Ionic also provide a pro level of features if you have a big production application and you have to do everything automated. So they have the app flow, which is a paid tool. Basically they provide each and every deployment and that in every versioning control, and all of the package control are also provided by the Ionic paid tool, right? And the framework is totally open source, but if you go with the paid tool, then you have to pay a certain amount for your production applications. That's also provide a free, of course, for the student and for the testing purpose, but if you are going to do a production build as well, so you have to pay for that. And also Ionic recently launched his code editor for creating a super fast application. You can see that the drag and drop features provided it, but this text editor and this code editor is not a free, it's I think paid. So I think it's not released yet, or I'm not sure about it, but let's look at what are the pricing of it, right? And here you can see that this is a feature you can integrate inside your applications. Like if you want to do kind of the e-commerce stuff and you have to payment integration, you can use a Stripe, fingerprint sensors, and the camera plugin SQLite, and Google Map, Google Pay, Firebase, and all kind of the features that is right now in current market that Ionic has provided, right? So Ionic is basically Ionic 4 version right now that use three main front-end framework. Like you can, if you are React developer and if you want to use Ionic application, you can just use Ionic component with the big support with the React. Right now mainly the Ionic, when the release beginning level like version 1, 2, 3, it's provide only for the Angular, but in Ionic 4 version they release a certain feature for every developer. If you are a Vue.js developer, you can use Ionic for as a component library with the Vue.js support. If you are a React native developer, or you can use a React.js for it to create a super cool application using the Ionic framework. So now the Ionic is a very flexible with any kind of the technology that you know, right? You can build anywhere. Just you have to import the one single file of the Ionic component, and you can use any component that we are going to show in this video series, any component inside any kind of the mobile applications. So let's give you the what is advantage of the Ionic framework. The main advantage, you just have to know HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. This three things that you can build super cool applications on Android, iOS, web applications, desktop applications, as well as browser applications. And you can see that right now that the Ionic provide Angular support, React.js support, Vue.js support, as well as the plain vanilla JavaScript support as well, right? So these are the features on the component of the Ionic framework. One by one we are going to show each and every component, and we are going to learn and create a super applications using this Ionic frameworks tool, right? So for that, if an Ionic framework also support for Ionic previous version, like if you are Ionic 3 and 2 and 1, if you are using, then also they provide a document support. But I highly recommend to use a latex version, because Ionic 4 is a super fast compared to the previous version of Ionic, right? So in this video, that's it from this video. We are just introductions of Ionic framework. In the next video, we are going to start how to install Ionic applications in a Windows and Mac, and we are going to create a super cool applications, and then each and every component, each and every plugins and Cordova plugins that we are going to install and use it, how we can test inside the applications. So all going stuff about the Ionic we can cover inside this video tutorial series of the Ionic 4. So make sure hit the subscribe button to getting the more updated latest code base on the Ionic, and I think that is pretty cool from this video. Stay tuned with me, I will be show you in the next video. Bye bye.